Hi everyone, welcome to another webisode of The Good Doctor on eZeLiving.com. Today I'm in the company of Dr. Zuhair Al-Fardan, a plastic surgeon from Eternal Clinic. Welcome to the program, doctor.
Thank you.
We've had a conversation in the previous webisode about breast augmentation, and today we're going to talk about other facets of this subject. What are they?
Well, today we're going to talk about breast reduction and breast lift, as well as breast reconstruction.
Yes. Why would someone need to reduce their breast size?
Okay. Basically, a big breast will have contributed in lower back pain, will contribute on feeling always heavy in the shoulder, and then also they will, from time to time, they will get some skin irritation and fungal infection underneath the breast because of the basically rubbing the skin between the breast as well as the chest skin. So there's so many reasons for this one that they will need a breast reduction.
So this is why women will come to you and they say, please reduce the size of our breast. What would you advise them? I mean, is it a drastic reduction, or is it, well, considering the fact that they're doing it because they're developing other pains and aches in other parts of the body?
And it's also prevention for the future, because if they continue like this, they're guaranteed going to have a chronic low back pain, which is basically, it's a long procedure to treat and basically trying to elevate the cause of that.
Right.
Now, breast reduction, yes, we have to evaluate the breast. We have to make sure that, you know, it is a large breast. It's contributing to all these symptoms or possible symptoms to come in the future. We take the height and the weight of the patient, the size of the breast. Then we can talk about, okay, now she's a candidate for a breast reduction.
Right. And
then breast reduction will carry on, that we can discuss, okay, how much we're going to remove and what's going to be the end result.
And when we say remove, you're talking about are you taking out the muscle?
No, we're taking only the breast glandular tissue of the breast, and sometimes the skin with it as well, but we're not touching the muscle or anything like that.
Okay. So back pain is the primary reason why women would get a breast reduction. Now let's talk about breast lift. Why would someone need a breast lift? And I'm going to go out on a limb and say this procedure happens mostly in older women because gravity takes a pull on the breast.
Yes and no. Yes, as you age with the gravity, your breast will become saggy, and then you need a breast lift. But some younger people also, if they have massive weight loss. So if somebody's been a bit heavy or obese and they're undergone maybe any sort of bariatric surgery, or just with the diet and exercise, and they dramatically lost weight, and we're talking about like 20, 30 and 40, even 50 kg.
Right.
They will have a saggy breast because it's a part of the, basically when you lose weight, there's also fat as well as the glandular tissue in the breast. The fat tissue will disappear and will shrink, and that's why you're going to have also saggy breasts.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily only older people, but we also do it in the younger population.
I stand corrected. Okay, the third element that we want to talk about is breast reconstruction. Who's a primary candidate of that?
Breast reconstruction, we do it for two main categories. The first one, somebody with a breast cancer who had to have a mastectomy and they removed the entire breast. Then we need to reconstruct and create a new breast for them. Or somebody with congenital deformity of the breast. There's so many different syndromes and congenital deformity that they can have that will be born with. Then maybe one side is totally small or no presence of breast, like in Poland syndrome, for instance, where the other side is normal, or even both of them. This will be also a candidate of breast reconstruction.
There's a part where if you're born with deformities, or your breasts, one is bigger than the other, as you said, obviously you need the assistance of a surgeon to correct that. The procedure is exactly what you talked about in a previous webisode, so we were not going to get into that, but if you are interested, all you have to do is just click right here in this box to see what the procedure involves. Anything else that we need to add to the three changes that you talked about?
Yes.
Breast reduction, breast lift, and breast reconstruction.
Now we have to think about when we do the breast reduction and the breast lift, the surgery is different, not like a breast enlargement. You know, even your scars, it's much bigger scars here because you need to change the location of the areola complex, the nipple areola complex, back up. So you're going to cut around it. You have a big scar around the areola, as well as a straight line down. And in some cases, you may have an even horizontal line at the inframammary fold line. So the incision lines here are much bigger. Now, with the breast left, similar things. They're going to cut around the areola. So here, if somebody is young and want to have children breastfeeding, the probability after breast reduction and breast left to be able to breastfeed is very low. Most likely you will not be able to breastfeed after these surgeries. With the breast augmentation is different, but with the breast lift and breast reduction, no, you'll not be able to breastfeed in majority of cases.
Well, that's a good point. So if you are thinking about doing this procedure, it's a chicken or the egg kind of thing.
Yeah.
First have the children, then feed them, and then go in for this procedure.
Exactly.
Because the risk factor or this.
Yeah. And sometimes when we do the breast lift, we do also breast lift and augmentation because the breast is being deflated because of massive weight loss or the gravity. So when we lift it up, we take the skin out. We reposition the nipple areolar complex back into the right position, then the breasts become very small. So in this same setting, we can put an implants underneath. So basically, we lifted it and we enlarged it. And that's what we call breast lift augmentation together.
Right. And does it still take about an hour and 10 minutes, or does it take longer?
It's different. Breast reduction, it takes about 2.5 hours.
Okay.
And breast lift is also similar to that, 2.5 hours.
And is it, you talked about breast lift and augmentation, is it one procedure or does it?
You can do it in one procedure or 2 steps.
Okay.
It's up to you. If you want to lift it and make it big size breast, it's better to do it in 2 procedures because if you do it together, you're actually doing 2 forces against each other.
Right.
One is bringing it up together and lifting it, making it stronger, and the other one you're pushing it out.
Yes.
So if you do it in 2 steps, it's much better. First, you make it smaller, lift it up,
right,
and then after a few months you can enlarge it.
A few months. So that's the time gap that.
You need to recover. You need everything to heal.
What's the recovery period? How long does it take?
The recovery period for the breast reduction, normally if somebody's working office work, I tell them about 10 days.
Okay.
Breast lift similar, whereas the breast augmentation 2 days.
Really?
Yeah, they can go back to work within 48 hours with the breast augmentation enlargement. Then we talk about the breast reconstruction as different categories because there's so many different variables and so many different procedures we can do. And to summarize that one, we have 2 main procedures we do for the breast reconstruction. The one where we reconstruct the breast by using implants. Then the other ones by using something from your own body tissue. It's what we call autologous. We can take the fat and the skin from the belly with the muscle, with one part of the muscle or without part of the muscle, and basically bring it up and create a new breast from your own tissue. Or we do the implants, basically where we're going to go under the muscle here now because there's no glandular tissue, no breast. We go to under the muscle, and then basically we put the implants and we close the skin, and then later on we create an artificial nipple areolar complex, basically from your own tissue as well.
Will there be scars? Because in the augmentation, you said it was just under the nipple,
small scar, yeah.
Small incision.
No, with the breast lift and breast reduction, yes, there will be scars. There will be a visible scar, basically around the areola.
Right.
Straight line down.
Right.
And sometimes even horizontal, sometimes not.
Okay.
So these are visible scars. Normally the breast is very forgiving and the scar improved with the time.
Right.
But it's always going to be slight visible.
It'll be there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you have it. Information on breast reduction, breast lift, and reconstruction. If you've got any thoughts, questions, or comments about this topic, please leave them in the comment section down below. Thank you, Dr. Zahir, for this insightful information as always. Thank you for watching The Good Doctor on eZeLiving.com, where you can find anything and everything lifestyle.